How's it going, everybody, and welcome to the first video I've made on the brand new Lost Island DLC. In this video, I'm going to be showing you where you'll find every resource that you'll ever need on the Lost Island map. The resources will go from more generic at the start to more specific at the end, and timestamps for the resources are in the description down below. Alright, let's get going. Alright boys, so let's start out with metal. It's one of the most essential resources early game, and honestly, sometimes base locations can be just decided by the availability of this resource. So, where are you going to find it? Well, here's a mountain with a bunch of metal. You can see it here. There's a bunch of rich nodes and also the less prominent ones as well. So there's just a whole bunch, and there's also lots of stone, so you can get the good stone and flint, get your spark powder going. And honestly, I would suggest that this is a pretty decent spot to build in general as well, because it's like a raised kind of area. Here it is on the map. It is like 2145. That's the GPS coords. There you go. Yeah, pretty decent metal mountain. If you're a bit more advanced and you want to try something more like late game, mid game, then here's another spot for metal that you could go to. So it's near the entrance to the volcano area. Here it is on the map, and the coords are 23.3, 59.8 for the entrance. If you go down here, look to your right, there's going to be a bunch of metal around here, loads of rich rocks as there was before. There's also mantis down here, so you could get some early game poly here as well. Always love some early game poly. Moving on, if you're building more towards like the south of the map near the desert, then boy do I have news for you. There's a bunch of metal around here, all around this like cliff kind of area. There's a bunch of metal just everywhere. In short, mountains and volcano equals stonks for metal. Let me get this up for you. So GPS coords 87.6, 66.0. Here it is on the map, and yeah, there's just a bunch of metal down this hill. Here is the main source of it. Just over here by the wild border right here. Here it is on the map once again. 89.3, 67.5, and there's just a bunch of metal all around here. And yeah, I'm sure you'll have no problem getting this resource if you live around here. 87.2, 70.5, and my god, it's got even more metal all the way down this hill. Yeah, just something to bear in mind. On to the next resource, which is going to be crystal. So this is also really important if you want to use the fabricator to craft some more advanced structures like air conditioners. Oh, thank you for that interruption, Santa Claus. Yes, so you can craft air conditioners, refrigerators, stuff like that. Even like an early game spyglass is really handy. So you're going to want crystal. If you go to this mountain, which is at around 61.9, 61.2, you're going to find a buttload of this just all around this mountain. And yeah, honestly, pretty decent mountain in general because there's loads of metal and stuff around here as well. So yeah, honestly, all around the volcano there's going to be loads of crystal, but there's some over here, some all the way down here, and then some on this like mountaintop as well, just all the way up towards the edge of the volcano. Here you are with the coordinates. It's going to be around 20.8, 67.5. Here it is on the map, and yeah. One final little crystal spot is on this mountain, which is by 2050. There it is on the GPS and on the map here. It's got like a few little crystals around here. Pretty nice for an early game start. And yeah, moving on to the next resource. Thank you, RG. So the next resource on the agenda is going to be polymer, and you're going to want to be using the organic version. Because honestly, who wants to farm it using like a fabricator and crafting it with obsidian and cementing paste? So what you're going to want to do is going to be coming over to the desert. Here it is on the map, and yeah, you're going to want to be able to kill these mantises and harvest them with either a moss chops, which has like the harvesting points, or a chainsaw, and you're going to get a bunch of polymer. There's loads of mantises. They usually spawn in packs of like 2 or 3. I'll try and find a few more of them for you. But if you go on like a wyvern, you'll have no issue killing these guys. And also, if you use a breath, then you'll be able to kill them without actually running the risk of harvesting them. So yeah, just going to try and find a few more for you guys here. There we are. There's a few more. They spawn in packs of like 2 or 3. And yeah, they're really easy to find. If you don't fancy going all the way out to the desert, you can also go into the snow and track down these little penguins. If you kill these, they'll give you loads of organic polymer as well, and I'm pretty sure if you kill the smaller ones, which are the babies, you actually get more off of it. So yeah, here's this little lake where you're going to want to find it. Here it is on the map. It's around 40-43. And yeah, it's just in the middle of the snow. It's quite hard to miss because there's like a little trail. Don't get images in your head of what this might look like. But yeah, here's some penguins that you can kill. Easy poly. So the next resource is going to be cementing paste, and instead of crafting it with stone and chitin, you can often just come down to rivers like these, find the beavers, and grab the beaver dams like this, which is going to have loads of cementing paste and pearls and wood that you don't really want. But you can come over here and take these at your very own will. These things are going to come after you after this, but yeah. So the river that you're going to want to come to is at 57.9, 68.6, as you can see there. Here it is on the map, and honestly, if you can see beavers, there's probably going to be beaver dams spawning somewhere around here. I would just go and look around this whole river, because you can often find loads of different kinds of beaver dams. I'm pretty sure there's bigger versions of the actual small ones. So yeah, try your luck with this river. If that last river didn't actually have any beaver dams, then I feel sorry for your soul, but you can also come down to where this waterfall is by the snow. Here we go, here's it on the map, and here it is, 31.3, 34.8, here it is on the map again, and you'll be able to see that there's also loads of beavers just around here in this little lake. There's currently no beaver dams here right now, but if you see beavers, there's going to be beaver dams at some point. So yeah, this is one that you should check out as well. I made a mistake. I somehow completely managed to miss this giant beaver dam here. And notice how I said there was like bigger versions. This is one of the bigger versions. And Jesus Christ, look at all that cementing paste, free for taking. And yeah. If you don't want to go through that searching for the beaver dams to get cementing paste, you can also come down here. The entrance is actually on the map here, and it's at 37.1, 32.6. And if you go down here, then there is always a butt ton of R-throws and stuff to kill, which will give you a load and load of chitin. So yeah, you want to attack these with something like a Megatherium. I chose a Megatherium because it will give you the bug buff. Just need to kill one of these. What levels actually are these? Do they have increased levels like they do in like the Island Swamp Cave and stuff? Seems so, because this is taking ages to kill with this Megatherium, which has 315 melee. Okay, so that was like a 1-1-2 R throw, but after you kill the first one, you're going to have the bug buff, and if you right click, you're going to do 4 times damage, which would be really easy to kill all this stuff. Now this is a one-time single player settings, and look at the amount of chitin I've gotten already. Jesus Lord. So yeah, always worth it to try this out. So the next resource I'm going to be showing is going to be Sillica Pearls, which is very necessary if you want to like craft more like advanced accessories late game using the fabricator and stuff. You're going to need the electronics for that, which are crafted using these. You're going to want to come to around 3587 by the actual world border, which is here. Here it is on the map on the very right, as you can see. You're going to want to go down here, and you're going to find an absolute butt ton of these. Yeah, honestly, one of the better spots in the game for them. On Crystal Isles and stuff, you can find like so many in one place, but honestly, this is pretty decent as well. Another nifty little spot for these pearls is going to be around here at 11.9, 43.1. Here it is on the map. Here's the GPS coords. If you go down here in this little kind of like slit in the actual rock, you're going to see this. Now, yeah, so if you come around in here, you're going to find loads of pearls along the floor, and it just keeps going. This reminds me of the Viking Bay Cave on Ragnarok, which has loads of pearls. But yeah, if you keep going, you're going to find absolute tons of them. Now, another resource that you're going to need, which is going to be found mainly at the bottom of the sea, is going to be oil. Now, this is going to be used to make gasoline. It's also going to be used to make like loads of the industrial buildings. So you're going to come down here and over here by this little ship, which is also going to have another resource, which I'm going to go into a little bit later. When I say a little bit later, I mean pretty much in 30 seconds. But you're going to find loads of oil by it. If we go over here, there's a bunch more rocks. And honestly, if you're not just searching randomly at the bottom of the sea, you're going to find loads of oil, but here's a nice little spot for it. So here's another little nifty oil spot. It's pretty decent. Here it is on the map. It's around 66.7, 12.2. But honestly, if you're just looking through the ocean randomly, you're going to find a lot of this anyway. I've just given you a few little spots, like here's some more. And it's honestly just everywhere in the ocean. So yeah, you should have no trouble getting this. Onto a resource that you're going to find is pretty hard to come across in the ocean. So it's actually black pearls, and these are used for like tech structures and also to tame the Tusotoothers, which is one of my favorite pastimes in this game. But yeah, they're like more, well, as you can tell, black pearls. You pick them, they're black pearls, they're definitely black pearls, they're definitely black. And here's one of the spots for them. It's got oil here as well. So it's around 80 and 31.5. Here it is on the map, here it is on the GPS. And yeah, they're pretty rare to find, so I'm actually pretty happy that I found so many spots for this, which you're going to see in a second. So I actually found a cave that's going to have some black pearls and some other resources that you'll want. Here's the entrance. Here it is on the map. It's around 5947.5. It's in this little swamp kind of area. You go down and then there's a little hole in the water. There's going to be a bit of lag when you go down here because the game has to like change its properties for the cave. If you go through here, you're going to first find Sillica Pearls, which is actually pretty nice to find. You're going to want to go left here, and then you're going to find Obsidian and Black Pearls. Here you go. Obsidian, you're going to want to find in mostly by the volcano. You can also find it a lot in the desert, but just go looking in the volcano. You're going to have no problem finding this as well. Finally, here's another cave, which is actually pretty decent. The entrance here, as you can see, is on the map. It's around 55.6, 70.8. It actually has the artifact of the cunning inside. Here's the entrance, because you might find it a little bit hard to find. It's by like this kind of like swamp river. If you go over here, there's an indent in the wall, but it's a massive cave. Oh, I'm in ghost mode. I should probably go out of it. And it's going to become very dark as you run through it. It's going to be a long cave to run through, if I'm being honest, and there is quite a lot of nasties in here, so make sure you're prepared. But once you get in, you're going to find a little like pirate ship. Is it a pirate ship? It's just a ship. I don't know, but you're going to find some barrels and stuff. There is black pearls down here on the floor. And if you go through here, down through this cave little entrance, there you go, as you can see, many nasties. You're going to find a resource that I actually haven't been able to find anywhere else, and it's actually blue gems. Now, first off, whenever I saw this, I thought this was going to be element ore. For some reason, I don't know, I'm stupid like that. But if you farm it, they are blue gems. Blue gems used in stuff like glider suits, used in stuff like cliff flats, so they're actually really important, and I'm glad I've managed to be able to find these. I haven't actually found the other gems, but as soon as I find them, I'll let you know in the comments, in the pinned comment, and I'll list some like codes and stuff for you guys, so yeah, don't worry about that. You're mainly going to find this by the volcano. Here's one of the examples that I found. Let's look at it on the map here. Oh, that thing just tried to just jump off and to its death, I guess. Here it is on the map. It's going to be around 24.3, 59.5. If you go down here, you're going to find a lot of crystal, and you're also going to find some very nice sulfur for you. So yeah, I'm going to show off some more of like the desert kind of resources now. Here we have Cactus Sap. If you go up to the trees here and punch them, you very much do get Cactus Sap. I'm pretty sure you can turn this to sap as well in like a grinder, although that may just be S+, I'm not really too sure, so don't worry about that if you're unofficial. But yeah, here's the resource, here's where it is. So you can see 78.2, 65.3, you're going to find a bunch of these cactus trees, and I'm pretty sure you can also just find them anywhere in the desert. So yeah, knock yourself out with that. If you want to get yourself some silk for a whip, you can come over to the desert and kill these Lamantria things, which is currently getting attacked by a Carno. But yeah, they drop silk, and it's really important to have for PvP because you want whips, because they can whip people off tames, you can whip stuff out of people's hands, and they're honestly just really nice to have. If you don't want to kill one of these, then you can get these silk plants, which I'm going to be able to find hopefully somewhere around here, but they're little pink plants. You can find them on Bragg and stuff as well. Please, hopefully I can find one. You can see loads of Lamantria things that you can kill there. There we go, there's some silk. They also give you fiber and berries as well, but who really cares about that? If you really want to know where these are on the islands that are like off from the coast. They're at 78.0, 41.3, here it is on the map, and yeah. Quick little ending note from me, if you want to get yourself some rare flowers or rare mushrooms, you can get them from beaver dams, but if you want to go to the swamp and get them with a Therizino, you can also just right click on these little like plants here, and you're going to get yourself some rare mushrooms and some rare flowers. You can actually get silk as well in here, and it's actually pretty efficient, so yeah, definitely worth considering. If you want to know where I am at currently, here I am, 58.5, 49.7, there you go. Oh, I can't bring them up because I was on the Theri. I accidentally whistled it. Don't go. 58.5, 47.9, no, 49.7, and here it is on the map. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. That should cover most of the basic resources. Leave a like and subscribe if it helps you, and yeah, thank you for watching. See ya.